Take me back to Jankytown. I want to get back to Jankytown.
Oh, remember you brought up dad jokes?
Yes.
Well,
do you have some?
We're going to tell some old granddad jokes.
Was this always planned?
Well, yeah, since, I mean...
Okay.
So I started writing jokes. Actually, I was going to say I didn't write any of these, because Norm Macdonald never admits to writing the jokes.
Oh, you should admit to it.
But I wrote these jokes. But now I was going to read a little copy. I was going to say,
okay.
And now old granddad jokes. Brought to you unofficially, I have to say that, unofficially, by
yes.
Old Granddad. They're not dad jokes, they're old granddad jokes. Old Granddad, the joke's on you.
I'm speechless.
Pretty good, right? The joke being, for the folks at home, it's kind of funny to deride your own product when you're advertising it. And this is one thing I love about Milk City, how they're doing the Domino's, the Crust Lovers pizza. Hilarious.
I think you may have gone over my head with this one.
Do you know what Old Granddad is? It's Kentucky bourbon.
See, I didn't know.
Is bourbon only from Kentucky?
I did not know there was a brand named Old Granddad, and that's why.
Okay, yeah. So they're not dad jokes; they're old granddad jokes. But the joke being, I sorry that I'm spelling all this out. I can't help myself.
No, this is the way to do it. This is better.
Patting my own ego.
Yes.
So they're such bad dad jokes that they're like granddad jokes.
Yes, the word grand.
Well, the word granddad. You're going up. You're going one step. If the joke is that, or if the connotation is dad jokes are stupid because it's like okay boomer basically, right?
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
out of touch. This joke's no longer funny. So imagine a granddad joke. It must be even one. It's like a dad jokes.
Yeah.
So they're not dad. These aren't dad jokes. They're old granddad jokes.
Yeah.
Old Granddad also being bourbon.
I don't know
which
why.
is sponsoring the jokes. And they're not dad jokes. They're old granddad jokes. Old Granddad, the joke's on you.
Is you?
Which is hilarious that you're saying now basically I'm...
Are you... Is the fact that you're explaining this again part of the joke?
I don't know.
Because that's hilarious.
I don't know.
The fact that...
I've lost all...
I totally got what that was the first time.
But you didn't know what Old Granddad was.
I didn't know there was a pun in or some kind of brand recognition in there, but
okay.
I think it's funnier that you've had to explain it to me twice now because that's what an old granddad would do.
I'm a method actor. Daniel Day-Lewis.
So can I get the next joke?
Well, but I gotta finish. What a great slogan for a bourbon company that the joke's on you.
Oh, because like the drink's on you?
Because it's like shitty alcohol.
So very literal.
You're deriding them for buying your product.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to split these up and be random about them? I got 6 here. I can't write that many jokes. I think we could do 3 every episode. I'm so
impressed that you've written this much content. These are like...
This is the first episode.
By the way, these are... I'm looking at them. They're paragraphs, and I have not told a joke that was a paragraph in a while.
I'll do the first one.
Okay. But they're numbered.
It doesn't matter. These are for my records, so I don't repeat the same joke twice.
Oh. Alright.
I'm not good at the tone of jokes. That's what I'm working on.
I'm going to totally freestyle them.
Oh, good. I don't know how to do like a curmudgeon-y old guy. That's the thing. I can't actually do this shtick.
Oh, no. I think you should read them completely straight. That's the best way to do it.
Could someone please enlighten me as to why there are so many yellow cars in New York City?
I don't know. Is that the joke?
That's the joke.
That's the question. You asked the question. There needs to be a punchline. What are you doing?
Maybe you should read it. See if it's better. How would you read it?
Could someone... Oh.
You're a New York City guy.
Well, they're cabs. Granddad. I'm reading one. Is it just me, or does anyone... Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta go straight with it. Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like they're getting ripped off whenever they hear a meat company declaring that there's no longer any antibiotics in their chicken.
They used to give them to you for free.
I'm so lost. Alright,
Everyone talks about how tragic the story of the Donner Party is. You familiar with the Donner Party?
I am.
But no one ever mentions the really twisted part of the story, where the vegetarians in the party were forced to eat meat.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
It's a proper reaction.
Deep breath. Just the segment is making me crack. Not these jokes. In a recent television advertisement, Volkswagen boasts that it uses an 11-step process to paint their new Atlas SUV. You know, I once used an 11-step process to wipe myself after a bout of painful diarrhea. And dang it if I didn't still require a shower afterwards. Just goes to show that in life, it's not always the amount of shit you can smear on a Volkswagen.
A lot layered joke.
I know,
A lot of layers.
it was tough.
11.
I couldn't fight it through the diarrhea sentence with a straight. I wish I could have, but
Diarrhea is a hard word to say.
I gotta practice reading things straight.
Okay. Let's do one more. Recently at a party, I found myself listening to two men talk about their investments. And one was saying of a mutual acquaintance, "Oh yeah, Gary owns a lot of shit. He owns tons of shit all over town." And I said to myself, I wonder if the secret to all these rich guys is they steal and save other people's and their own poop in bags, keep it around all over the place. You ever think about that?
Well, do you know that one of JP Morgan's first contracts was the manure contract?
I did not know this.
I've heard this fact,
What is
and
the
I
manure
don't know if it's a
contract?
real fact.
Can we Wikipedia the manure contract?
I heard it told as a fact that JP Morgan, the actual human being with that name, got a contract with the New York City government that he would be responsible for all of the manure.
Providing it?
No, getting
From the
rid
horses.
of all the manure from New York City.
That's a big contract.
And he got that, and he barged it over to New Jersey, and he sold it to farmers, and that's how he got rich. And then he took that money and he got rich in railroads and other things.
Filthy stinking.
That's what I heard. So you gotta find out if that's true.
Filthy stinking rich.
Exactly. Okay. This is risky. Here we go.
That's why I gave it to you.
Yeah, I got
It's your podcast.
disclosure. I did not come up with this one. An old granddad did. That makes sense. Okay. When a black guy tells me I can't say the N-word, I don't say it. And when a gay man tells me not to use the F-word, I don't use it. And when a mentally slow person tells me I shouldn't call them retarded, well, by golly, I don't.
The R word. Don't say retarded.
You typed it out.
Oh, I'm sorry, continue.
But when some Mexican guy in a hard hat starts running his jackhammer at 7 in the morning on a weekend for $5 an hour in the blistering sun, sometimes I just want to say to him, "Hey, shut that fucking thing off, you jerk."
What a jerk.
Is the plan of this podcast to just take what I've read and then re-record it and then mince my words into a character assassination? I'll be right here when it happens.
Oh, those deep fakes.
Woo! If that's the way I go,
Deep fakes.
so be it.
Yeah.
I trust you.
Thank you. I trust you too. You want to end on that note?
Yeah.
Trust.
I'm going to go get some Sal's Pizza. You're welcome to come with me if you'd like to.